Big Poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you're too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down. Whenever I touch down, touch down, touch down.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut in both of my pockets. Me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, living a lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Tema, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Who's you benching? I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down. Should nobody drown, I'm my brother, keep an eye on my jack. Hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now, cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping, running Terry out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me. Round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And
well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The drive starts with a run by White.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Oh, the return is Osborne.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down. Cook. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bucs at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go with White on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Point it right, point it right, point it right, point it right, point it right.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for him so far this game.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
33. Up, up. Alert, 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 alert.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Osborne to return it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a toss right side with White. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Real.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Palmer.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Run. Pistol.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed it in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running off tackle with Cook. 181 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Cousins now from the 50. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now a chance. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Mayfield on play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. White running to the left, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First down, here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Well, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better start. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, and complete, right side to Cook. Dalvin Cook, touchdown Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 61 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Buccaneers 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield off the play fake. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try the right side here with White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Real.
Mayfield on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another